rather than going in there, there's a call. Rather than going in there paying $200 for them to put on some nails because I got to get coffin, I got to get a certain length, and they charge for every fucking thing. Okay, so just give me a manicure and leave me alone. And I could do my own manicure, but they be getting where I can't be getting. Okay, so I need them little ladies because they be doing what they need to do. All right, so let's tap into the energy. I did do like some introspection last night. I'm on this time limit. I got somewhere to be at too. Um, and this comes after I've been kind of like going back and forth with certain things. Okay, one thing in particular, um, or a couple of things in particular, but one that stands out the most. Okay, and last night I did just some introspection on like how am I attaching my worth to money, to success, to being seen, um, all that good stuff. Okay. And I know that I've deleted my videos, so I'm not really sure if anything that is posted on my page covers this. So I'm gonna just briefly go over what I went over last night because I know that we've talked about it on my page before for the people who have been here. Um, okay, so digging into the question of how do I attach my worth to money, to success, okay, goes into like, are you being performative? Are you being like authentically yourself? Are you feeling like, oh, I need this to feel this way, or I need to have this to get this done? Okay, those type of things. Um, and that takes hits at your self-worth. Okay, so know that nothing you do or don't do makes you worthy. Unworthiness does not exist. It's an illusion. Okay, which I've been in sales since I was 17 years old, so that metric of meeting quotas and getting your numbers and all that good stuff, yeah, there's that programming there where it's like, oh, I gotta perform in order for this, right? I gotta do this in order for this. However, I have moved into this time of my life where it's like I don't like schedules. I don't like anything that reeks of the matrix. Anything that makes me feel like I have to perform or I have to do this. I unsubscribe. Okay, I unsubscribe. I learned yesterday about OSA, or is it OSE? OSE Meji, OSAMEJI. Okay, and it was a video that Dr. Umar had put up. And if you don't know about that entity, that deity, that energy, definitely go look it up. Personally, it made my life make sense. Okay, it made my life make sense. I never felt human. I don't feel human, and I know that you know I am. I live in both. I live in the light and I live in the dark, and I'm very like these past 2 3 years of my life. I've been having to integrate that. Okay, Christianity, practicing Christianity and religion tried to take it away and tried to make me like this. This, oh, you gotta, oh, this, okay, and hardship and stuff throughout my life tried to make me that. You know what I mean? Oh, f this. I don't like this. This, this, this. Okay, so over these past like 2 3 years, trigger warning of surviving certain situations and certain people, I've learned to integrate beautifully both of them. Okay, and I am very, very, very confident and in love with who I am, what I've been through, what I've learned, and what I have recently integrated within myself. Okay, um, I know I deleted all my videos, so just briefly, like when I was in high school, when I was younger, I went through my phase. I was very shy. Then I became like this protector of my little sister and like somebody who bullies. Then I became like this bitch. Then I found Christ, and then I became like this super soft, loving. So there's been phases of integrating this. It didn't happen overnight. There's been like 20 years of phases. Okay, so when I come on here, just know that I'm not coming um, with nothing. Okay, I come with a lot, whether I may look like it or not. Just understand that. But the people that I have subscribed to my page, I know y'all know that because y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all ain't gone nowhere since I lived in the freaking safe house, um, being hidden, okay, being hidden in the safe house. And I remember that's when like I got bulk of the people who are on my page right now, and so I know that y'all are authentic followers, and I fuck with y'all heavy. Okay, so let's move forward. Um, you don't need to do anything; just be you. You're always expanding. Okay, learn how to cancel, clear, reject things that you don't want in your life, and don't let money dictate who you are and how you show up. Okay. All right. So let's just tap into some tarot. Y'all, I got so done. I threw everything away. I threw everything away. I want to say like 2 months ago. I threw my bells away. I threw my crystals away. I said, fuck it. I get like that. I get like that. And if you've ever gotten like that, you are okay. You're completely normal. It's not, it's okay. Okay. It is okay. Whoever and whatever understands and understands, like, but now I gotta buy stuff again. If I, like this, that's just as good as a bell. Understand that clapping your hands and like crying or like anything that is just naturally, you don't need outside source or outside sources to bring power into your life. Like you have everything. You have the facility. If you need to just shout, you can literally cry and command the heavens. Not cry as in like tears, like cry with your voice. Like when I was in the church, they used to say, like when you don't know what to pray, and like when you just be like mm, mm, mm. Like when you can't even talk and you just like those words are not our life. Words are not our life. Energy is. Words are not our life. I recently came across something that also said words have demeaned and like um, pushed down the true meanings behind things because there's certain emotions, certain energy, certain feelings that cannot be put into words. Okay. So understand like when you don't have the words to say, you're not failing, you didn't do anything wrong. Know that just what you feel and what you have and what you hold within is much more powerful. It's much more sacred than words can express. Okay. So never feel bad about that. Okay. Never feel like you're stupid because you can't correctly articulate or, you know, do that or whatever. So yeah. All right, let's hop in. I'm very interested into what message is coming forth right now, July 1st, 2026. This month. Oh, I did write that down. Oh, where did I write that down? Because I kind of do like a theme for each month. July is expansion. July, for some reason, I was getting a lot of Jupiter energy around July. Jupiter energy expansion. Okay, just expanding, growth. Okay, I was also getting like beauty and pleasure. I know that's more so Venus energy, but there's something here. I don't know if Venus, Venus conjunct Jupiter and like the lines and all that stuff. Maybe Venus and Jupiter are dancing together right now or something like that. But there's something going on with expansion and like the beauty within, the beauty of expansion. Okay. Now, I meant to take my retainer off, so I appreciate everybody who. Oh, thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up button. I try to stay focused because I do have like attention deficit and stuff. And I start looking at the comments and I can't be doing that. But I don't like turning the comments off because I love interacting and I love when y'all can like, even if y'all aren't talking to me, when y'all talking to each other in the comments or whatever, I love that. I just can't look at it all the time or I'll get sidetracked. So yeah. Um, what do we have? What do we have? What do we need to know? So the month of expansion, July is all about expansion. What have you been working towards? I just heard something about Mercury retrograde. Okay, retroactive payments. Retroactive payments. I've heard that before. Retroactive. Oh, my youngest did not go to camp today. Threw my whole day off, but it's okay. It's okay. Everything happens for a reason. Every single thing. Because maybe I didn't need to wake up at 8 and do everything that I was planning to do today. Okay. Y'all, I'm shuffling the heck out of these. I know. I'm just, it's feeling. I'm just going with the feels, okay? And don't allow anybody to not allow you to move the way that you want to move. I just got that energy of like, oh, you gotta hurry up, or you gotta do this at this time. Like, and I started this message. I just came over here from TikTok. I was on live on TikTok, and I was just gonna chill with them for a bit. But I said I'm feeling YouTube. I'm feeling like, let me go on YouTube. But I was talking about a schedule. I was talking about how I got out of the matrix, out of the 9 to 5, out of corporate America, and then there's this energy and these things in life that are trying to pull me back into what I have been striving and building my life to not do. You get what I'm saying? So don't allow, I don't care what it looks like, what it seems like, what your goals are, what your vision is. Don't allow life or people and circumstances to take you back. You know what I mean? So there's something here about that. I've just heard compression. Somebody wants to compress your being. Not even just your power, just your being. That's 1:44 on the clock, because that clock is 10 minutes fast. So it's really one, yeah. All right. Oh, I also, 5 of Pentacles, throat chakra, okay? I just said compression, right? This card says recession, struggle, unemployment. Okay, so some of you could be in between jobs right now. The Hermit came out in reverse, but I don't feel like it's supposed to be in reverse. Let me get another one. So maybe this message is resonating with who needs to hear it. And I say maybe, but let it. I should. Yeah, this is like confirming what I just said. 5 of Pentacles, the Hermit, and then we got the 7 of Wands. So it's like, fight for your position. Fight for what you are. Fight for who you are. Fight for what you believe in. Fight for what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, and that's so crazy. I was just saying, I don't know if it was on this video or TikTok, but I was just saying, I don't want to push for anything. Like, that's the epitome of having a soft life, a life with ease, is that I feel like I don't have to fight, continue to fight for what's right, continue to fight for what's, rightfully so, rightfully mine. It's mine. Why am I fighting for it? This is the way that's supposed to be. Why do I gotta fight for it? You get what I'm saying? But there's something here about like the opposing side is continuing their fight. And so there's this level of fight that you do have to have in order to protect and guard what it is that you're building, okay? What it is that you're doing. Fighting for what I didn't even read the card. It says at the bottom, fighting for what you think is right. Solar plexus chakra on that card. I said something about yellow, highlighter energy. So confidence, knowing that what you're fighting for and who you are is right for you. Okay, it doesn't have to be approved by anybody else. It's like, you fight for whatever the fuck you want to fight for. It's your life. You get what I'm saying? Nobody can tell you, oh, this is right or this is wrong, if this is what you feel like you need to be doing or what you want to do. It's your life. It is literally your life. I just posted this real quick. I just posted a video on my Instagram from the BET Awards where Shamar was on stage, baby. Shamar on stage doing his little 1-2. And I said, I commented and I said, if this does not confirm to me that life really, what did I say? Like life, dang, I don't want to mince my words, but I basically said like nothing matters. Like nothing matters. You get what I'm saying? And I wasn't saying that in a place of like hate or anything like that. It just like kind of did something to my brain where it was just like, and yes, sometimes you gotta judge yourself. You gotta judge yourself. You gotta judge people. You gotta judge circumstances. You have to know what you're thinking and what you're, you know, um, projecting. Okay, how are you gonna weigh shit if you're not judging it? If you're not thinking about it? If you're not critical about like what's happening, right? So I was like, here I am, here I am, bam, 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 thinking bam, 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 bam. And this guy that made it to the top, however he made it to the top, right? Doesn't matter. That made it to the top, doing his big one just by simply being, just by simply, putting himself out there in an authentic matter. You get what I'm saying? And so I was just like, man, if this don't encourage you to live your life, I reposted it and put it on my story and everything. And I said, if this does not encourage you to live your life, nothing will. Nothing will. And I think people like me, we put so many rules and so much like limitation on ourselves where it's like guardrails. I'm seeing like guardrails in bowling, right? Where, oh, you can't go too much over there, or you can't go, you got to stay right here. And that's like religious programming. Okay, for me personally, I know, because they teach you like, the what is it? Y'all know the scripture or whatever, where it says like the path of whatever is many and whatever, whatever, whatever. It's all about paths. It's all about doing the right thing and this, and this is this. But who's to say, what the right thing is for you? Everybody's life is different. Everybody's timeline is different. Everybody's power and stuff like that is different. So what's right for one person may be completely wrong for the next person, right? But then you want to cookie cut, like have this cookie cutter mold, and everything is supposed to go like this. You get what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, that encouraged the fuck out of me today. Like that encouraged the heck out of me, and I was just like, more. I want to see more. I want to see more people. Oh, I got chills. I want to see more people who have authentically been living their life and moving from a place of just love within them, love within like obviously. And when I'm saying all this, obviously, well, shit, I can't even say that because there's necessary evil. So we ain't even gonna go there. I'm not going into the depths. You figure all that shit out by yourself. And I say that with love because I don't want to start thinking about certain things that don't make sense. Okay. Because that's where it comes in for me. And I'm like, well, that don't make sense. Why would that happen? Why is this happen? Those are innocent children. And da, 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 da. So I'm not about to dive into that. We're not diving into that. Just be authentic. Okay. Be authentic to you. Not off of instructions and manuals and guidelines and stuff like that, but what do you feel inside? Okay, what do you feel inside, and who do you imagine yourself showing up as? Okay. Y'all, I know my messages be like, I'm a very deep person. I'm a very deep person, but I'm also like a fucking fool. Like nobody in my real life takes me seriously because I'm always like, I won't say nobody takes me seriously, but you don't know my power. You don't know who I am until you do. Okay, until you have to meet that side of me. Until you meet that side of me, I'm just like shits and giggles and rainbows and unicorns and smiles and laughs and dances. You know what I mean? Like stimming all day. I stim all day, all day. Okay, so yeah, I just say that to say. All right, what else? What else? What else? What else? Six of Wands. The Six of Wands been coming out, and like almost all of my reads, my right ear just started to ring, but then it quiet down real quick. I don't know what that means. That's very rare that it does that. Okay, Six of Wands. That was just like confirmation because it was my right ear. And you know that you can do your own signs. Do y'all know that? Like I like you can write your own. Excuse me, confirmation. Excuse me. Let me say real quick. Excuse me. These readers that come on here and y'all be real nasty, and I'm not saying this out of anything but love. Everything I do is out of love. Okay, I don't care if I'm cussing you out. I'm cussing you out of love. Okay, stop doing that shit. I be listen. I come across like people come on my page, you know, and or not on my page, but I'll be scrolling through YouTube and then I'll see a title. I'll click on it because I'm all for supporting people, whether it resonates all of it or not. Like I'm gonna click on some stuff and I'm gonna read. I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna support and I may comment and all that stuff. There's one in particular, and she's bigger. You know what I mean? She has a bigger platform, and she just like you know what I mean. And I'm from the South, baby. I'm from the South. We all about manners. We are all about manners. It's okay if you burp in and all that other type of stuff. However, say excuse me. Because if you don't, it comes off as very rude. Very rude. And then let's also on a spiritual aspect, if you are on here and you're doing it like you're doing stuff like that and you're not excusing yourself, you're not putting up that barrier for the people that are viewing, you are giving them that energy. You are giving them that. Especially for somebody like me, I can smell you through the screen. I can smell it. Do you get what I'm saying? So just I'm just saying out of love for all the readers who come on here and you just burping and you know doing all of this other stuff. Say excuse me. Just say excuse me. Otherwise, you're coming off as disrespectful. You're coming off as nasty, and you're coming off as fucking rude. Okay. I just I just had to say that. Okay. All right. So we got the Six of Wands and the Sun. The Six of Wands and the Sun is shining on you, baby. The Sun came out at the beginning of the read, and then we got the Ten of Cups in reverse here. I'm not pulling that out though, because that's some. I feel like that's some energy in the background that's just like, oh, this person don't deserve happiness. Oh, this person don't deserve this because this person said this to me or this person did this to me. So how the heck does this person deserve this and this and that and this and this and that? Because they do. Because you thought that you had a heaven or hell to put this person in. You stupid. Because they do. Because they do. Get over it. Okay. So that's gonna be you sitting up on this horse, getting your I'm hearing accolades, your flowers. Okay, you are protected. There's something here about being clothed in the finest garments. Okay, but I'm seeing his foot is straddled in the I don't know what it's called, like the little where you put your foot when you're riding the horse. So it's like you are protected. You are even if you don't feel that you are being guided and led, doing what you're doing or living how you're living, whatever. When I tell you this collective, okay, so I'm getting like whoever this collective is like in tuned and aligned with me. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit. I'm an exception. I am a exception. And if you've ever heard that, or if you ever got that energy over your life, it's like you can see somebody doing something, and then you do that same thing, and that person gets in trouble for it, and you're just and you get praised for it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I am an exception in my life. I am an exception in this world. Whoever is tapped into my page Understand that you are the fucking exception. You are an exception. You are an exception to the rules, the policies, the procedures. You're an exception. And people don't like that shit. But you need to start accepting it, and you need to start getting in line with it. Get over the fact that you are so favored. Okay? Why? I'm getting like somebody don't. This is worthiness. This is why we started with the message about worthiness. You don't feel worthy to be the exception. You don't feel worthy to be the exception, whoever this message is resonating with. Okay? And I just felt to look at this last page. Y'all, when I start channeling when I'm writing, it just gets real like I'll start and then all of a sudden like my hand just gets taken over. And I'm just like that's how it feels. But so you're the exception. And you need to have no more resentment about it. There's only to be, to know, to see, to love, to do, to have, to speak, to live your fucking life, knowing that you're the exception. You are the exception. You will always be the exception, and nothing can change that. Okay? It's who you were born to be. It's because of your heart. It's because of your mind. It's because of the energy that you put forth. Okay? Nobody can take that away from you. Nothing that you do can take that away from you. Okay? You are the exception, and you will continue to be the exception. Whoever taps into my community, and only the people who resonate with me and my community are allowed to stay here, because my messages are not for the weak. They're not for the people who don't understand. They're not for the people who don't understand. Okay, so I know I'm not, you know what I mean? Maybe hopefully one day, okay, because we need more people who know what the fuck going on. Okay. However, you're the exception. You are the exception. You're the exception to the rule. Whatever rules that is. Okay? But you've been living your life trying to adhere to the rules. And that's why shit don't be working. Because you were never brought here to follow the fucking rules. Oh my gosh. Wow. That just made my ancestors rise. I felt that. You were not put here to follow the fucking rules. You were not put here. Ooh, You were not here to follow the rules. You were not put here to follow the rules. You were put here to rebel against everything. Oh my gosh. You were put here to rebel against everything that needs to be rebelled against. And the systems and life and people that you have come across have tried to put you in positions and put you in places and put you around people to handle your energy, to handle you. You've had handlers your entire life. Whether and this is coming from a hermit. Okay, I'm a Capricorn, but hermit energy was like very after a certain after a certain part of my life, I was just like, okay, I gotta stay away from people. I gotta protect myself against people and this whatever. And it still didn't matter when I was still by myself. There would still be something that would like try to make me adhere to this set of rules, and I would be like, oh well, I gotta do this because if I don't do this, then and I got kids. Okay, I love my children. I'll lay my fucking life down in a blink of a fucking eye. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, so I gotta do this or I gotta do that, or if I don't do this, if I don't do that, da, da, da. It's giving your life was a big fucking setup. I hate to say that. I got 3 Leo cards out here. Leo is the sun. Leo energy is the sun energy. So check where your Leo placement is, because this is where the matrix, this deceptive energy, which you're the creator of both. So it was for a reason that you got to this message and you got to this point to understand what the fuck been going on. Okay, because you need to break out of it and you need to take back your power, and you need to know I am free to live my life and I'm free to be who the fuck I am. And maybe you had to feel that you overcame this and this and this so that you can gain that inner strength, so that you can gain that power, so that the sun, which is your light, you are the sun, okay? So that the sun can burn off all of that programming, all of that intergenerational constructs that told you got to do this. Man, I'm speaking to my people right now because there's some shit from slavery that we still breaking off. We still breaking off. And I send love to our men. I send love to our men more than anything because there's so much that, baby. Okay, we ain't going. That's a different message for a different time. Okay, but the ancestors, baby, the ancestors. Oh, yeah. Wow. I just heard liberated, liberation. You're freeing your ancestors. Every time you rebel against the fucking system, you're freeing an ancestor. Every time you speak up for yourself, you're freeing an ancestor. Every time you go that place, every time you go to that place that somebody told you that you can't go to, or they try to block this off or something like that. I'm getting like something was blocked off. Now I'm seeing a house that was foreclosed or overtaken or land or something, and they say, "Oh, you can't go there." I'm getting chills. There was something about like a gas leak or something like that, and they say I feel like it was a lie. Like they told you there was a gas leak in some place or something like that, so that you wouldn't go back there because they know as soon as you go back to that place, as soon as you open up the door to enter into this place, you're going to be met with like this surge of power, this surge of energy. I'm getting specifically, there is something trapped in some type of place or something. This could be in your mind even. It could be a I am getting the physical location for some of you, and then some of you I'm getting that is more it's more intellectual. It's more like in your mind, in your heart, and you're stuck in your solar plexus, stuck in one of your chakras or something like that. I'm feeling, what is this? That is like sacral, or I'm feeling it. Um, so it's like releasing something, because there's like an ancestor trapped in one of your chakras, what, or something. Wait. Let me hold on. I heard you said it right. What? We got the Eight of Wands and the Four of Wands. Rapid change, gain of momentum. You will now start to see the fruits of your labor. Okay. Somebody could be traveling by airplane soon. You are safe. You are protected. There's nothing to worry about. Okay. Um if there's something you need to speak right now, speak it. I heard something about Mercury retrograde, and it's like before the retrograde is over, if there is stuff that you've been holding off on doing, and this is so crazy, I'm going to say this because usually you say wait till after the Mercury retrograde, but there's something here about leaving some things with the retrograde, like releasing it and leaving it with the retrograde. Because this retrograde is not just a normal retrograde. This retrograde is some type of portal where it's taking stuff. It's taking stuff with it, okay? And it's carrying it to, like, it's carrying it somewhere to be alchemized, transmuted. I don't freaking know where it's going. I don't care. Okay, that ain't your job to worry about where it's going and what it's doing. Just know that the Mercury retrograde is, I believe, still happening. And if it's not still happening, this could be a Mercury retrograde that's happening in July. I don't know. I haven't. I heard about it, but I don't know. Take Do whatever you need to do and release it with the retrograde. Release it with the retrograde. Let it go with the retrograde. Okay. Allow the retrograde to take this. Allow the retrograde to take whatever this is. It will not do you any good holding on to whatever this is moving forward. Your light cannot be dimmed moving forward. Okay. Mm. Yeah, lots of celebration. Ooh, 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck and the star. So the last card down here is the Four of Wands. Happy home. Her happy wife, happy life. Some of you could be married. Okay. Yeah, there's just this beautiful balancing act happening. Okay. Where you are just honing in on this star energy. I am optimistic about the future. There's only up from here. I enjoy every moment of my life. I'm seeking solitude to explore my options with wisdom. Okay, those are the three majors that we have out here: the star, the sun, and the hermit. Let me say it. Let me say it in order: the hermit, the sun, illumination, right, and then the star, beingness. Okay, I literally have 1 minute. I'm gonna pull Egyptian card, and then I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Anybody who subscribed, I appreciate you so very, very much. I'm from Miami. I appreciate you so very much. You said you can smell through the screen. What do I, child? We are not going to play these type of games. You can pay me. You can book a read if you have a question like that. You can book a read and pay me to tap into my energy to see what you smell like. Because I'm not doing it for free. I ain't doing shit for free. Okay. Other than this, other than what I want to do. But you want to ask me requests? Nah. Well, I don't work like that. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna try to test the spirit. You better learn a couple of things now. We got 10 Nefti, meditation, and then 2 Amon Ra, creation. All right. 10 and 2, 12, reducing to the number 3. So you could be seeing a lot of 10s, a lot of 2s, a lot of 3s. Okay. All right. And then we got being ordinary in reverse. You're not ordinary. You will never be ordinary. Get the fuck over it. All right. All right. I gotta go. I appreciate you guys so very much for tapping into the read. I hope something helped. I hope something gave you clarity. Um, yeah, and I hope you guys have a good day. Happy July, baby. Happy July. It is the month of expansion. It's the month of getting everything that you've put in for, okay? It's the month of knowing who the fuck you are and expanding on that. You cannot expand in any areas until you understand and understand who the fuck you are. Not this month. If you want to try to expand this month and you don't really know who you are, you ain't got the what the I'm hearing possessed. You don't have the concrete like this is me, okay? Like I can look in the mirror and I know who I am type of shit. You you ain't ready yet. You ain't ready yet. And I don't know what prayers you prayed, or I don't know who your ancestors are, but until you're ready, you don't have the green light. So if you gotta just get into some quiet time and ask questions and do what you need to do, ask questions and you will get answered. Okay, ask questions. Literally, I asked the question yesterday. I got the answer before I went to sleep. Like, ask questions and believe that the answers are coming. Okay. You can also book a personal read with me. Send me an email, sunjit, SUNJIT 333 at iCloud.com. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. Have a good day. Bye.